Modern women tutorials. Females love to be controlled by government, corporations, right? Job, money, your feelings. Well, that's a fact, something I noticed. But what's ironic is men, they don't want to control you, they want to free you from those controls. Because those are the things that do control you. Be in a relationship with a guy who doesn't want to give you a relationship. He has control over you because he's not giving you a relationship. You want a relationship, but he won't give it to you. So that gives him control. It's the same thing when ladies, know a guy wants to have sex with them, but doesn't have sex with them to maintain control, to keep him around. Because if she knows one of two things is going to happen. If she does have sex with him, and he's not interested in anything more than that, he'll leave. But if he is interested in more than that, then he'll snow absolutely until you confirm. But more likely, a real man will stay. Only fuck boys. Smash and dash, right? And the thing is, a lot of y'all ladies pick the fuck boys. And they're obvious that they're the fuck boys. That's why y'all pick them. Y'all pick them because they're the ones who won't give you relationships. They're the ones who control you. They're the ones who make you cry, right? And complain on the internet. Because ladies don't cry on the internet. Think about this. How many times do you hear ladies on the internet talking about where are all the good men at? That just means they never had one. For you to ask where are they, that means you never, ever, ever, ever picked one. You never, ever saw one. They were right behind you while you're looking around like, where are all the good men at? They're right behind you walking past, making sure you don't see them. Because they don't want to deal with you because you don't appreciate what they have to offer. Which ironically is freedom. Because y'all prefer to be controlled. Y'all prefer, instead of using logic, you follow your feelings. Instead of wanting to do stuff like be in a relationship with somebody else, you'd rather be alone. In the game of life, which is multiplayer. And a multiplayer game is better when you're doing co-op, which means when you're actually working with someone else. It works better that way. It's a bad idea to play a game, especially a long game, where there's dangers, by yourself. You'll want a partner. You want a teammate. You want somebody to play this game of life with, right? Especially, they bring stuff to the table, right? It's their skill sets. They know stuff that you don't know. It makes them useful. So the list goes on. But the thing is, it's the co-op thing, right? It's teamwork. But unfortunately, a lot of ladies, from what I see, especially the ones constantly complaining on the internet about men ain't shit, even though it's a contradiction. Because the definition of a man is that he is awesome. He is the opposite of shit. Right? Just like a woman. The opposite of a woman is not a woman, right? It's a female. It's a 304. It's a chick out here not being a woman. Right? Clearly. Being a woman is about being good. Right? Respectful. Know what a good man looks like. And it isn't going around on the internet like, where are all the good men at? Right next to you. He's your husband. He's your best friend. He's a family member. That's where all the good men at. Should be the people around you. Should be all the males around you. Should be good men. If you surround yourself with a whole bunch of losers, a bunch of assholes, fuck boys, then that's what you like. You can't act like, oh, there ain't no good men. And the choices that you choose, yes, there aren't. Because you don't choose the good men. So, of course, you don't have good men. I mean, think about the fact that you literally hear stuff about ladies literally pen-pound guys in prison, literally visiting guys in prison that they don't even know, right? They just like heard of them or saw them somewhere on a website or something, or Tinder, some weird shit like that. And it's like, you do know he's a criminal, right? You know but whatever. Again, further proving that a lot of you ladies prefer the wrong choice. Hey, and this is on y'all. I understand that. And I accept that. That's why sometimes, I play the bad boy because I know that's what y'all like. But I'm a good boy, of course. I was raised right. I have manners and whatnot, but I know that there'll be times where, ladies are going to be annoyed of me being a good boy, so then I gotta play the bad boy. So, balance. This is why I try to teach guys to understand this. Like, you can act like a fuckboy and not be a fuckboy. You can act like an asshole and not actually be an asshole, right? Because it's something you can turn on and off, right? Because you're acting, right? Yes, that even includes lying. That even includes the idea of telling a lie once in a while. But as long as it's not a big, drastic, extreme lie, like don't cheat and then lie about it, right? That's not manly. But that is a bad boy. That is definitely a bad boy behavior. But I wouldn't condone that. Be upfront with women as much as possible. But logically, most ladies prefer lies. Prefer to be in a controlled situation. They don't want to have to think or solve all their own problems. They want somebody else to solve their problems. So that's why it's the total opposite. I like the idea of independent woman, right? A woman who can, solve her own problems, who don't need no man, I'm all for that idea. But time and time again, those ladies who say that don't live up to those words. It's just like when you see people who are like, oh, I'm Christian, I'm God-fearing, I'm a Christian woman, I'm a church-going woman, but they do non-church-going behaviors, if you know what I mean. They tend to be for the streets. And it's like, yeah, that's the opposite of a church woman. A church woman wouldn't be in the streets. She should be in church. She should be at home with her husband, her kids, living happily ever after. That's what she would be. She wouldn't be in the streets, at the club, on a yacht, at a Diddy party, right? Logically. So it's very important to understand that. And I'm just pointing this out for you ladies to contemplate, think about it. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. More like